Okay, hi chat. I'm finally live again. Um, I'm not gonna speak for now because I'm a bit. Oh my gosh, it's so hot over here. Anyways. Okay, chat. Today I don't really know what to draw, but yeah, I am going to check my phone first for a while. Okay, hold up. Oh yeah, someone sent a message. Never mind. It's just like my streaming ping. Okay, cool. Anyways, ignore how I haven't started like drawing yet. I don't know what to draw today, but yeah, yikes. I want to show that I did. Yeah, I did this last stream, and then I have the other cringy ones. I'm not gonna look at them, but we have this one that I'm really particularly proud with. I actually hated it at the start, but it ended up turning out okay because I fixed it a lot, like here and there. But yes, hi stink. Imagine hi. Oh my god, hi, hi. Haha, hi stink. Imagine being at school. You should listen to your lecturers. Imagine not being on your holiday. I can't spell! Oh my god! I'm just gonna die. Imagine, what the fuck is a Python? Oh, I think it's like a coding thingy. Oh, I think I remember now. Oh, that's fair. Imagine being too ahead of everyone. Good for you though. Okay, cool. No, you're stinky. I love calling Mio stinky just for no reason at all, cause it's funny. Every time I just do that. Today's stream I think I'm gonna be doing like a reference sheet, but I don't know how to draw humans properly. But I have to do one human reference sheet. Oh my god. To space last week, I could smell you 10 light years away. I'm running out of insults, so I'm just gonna pull that one. It's funny. Okay, I get it though when you're like done with your shit and and your class is like really just really behind you. It's like it's frustrating when you have like nothing to do in class because you finish everything. I relate to that a lot actually. So today's stream I'm gonna be fucking drawing a Kita because they have been begging me for a reference sheet of themselves for art fight because they wanna be included. Boo-hoo. But honestly, yeah, because they are a good humanoid alternative for people who can't draw furries and they want to tag me. So that's the only reason why we keep them there, honestly. I feel like certain Mio is chatting in my chat right now. Imagine thinking that it's me when you're just smelling yourself. That's why no matter how far you are, I can smell. Oh, what the fuck? That's actually a good comeback. Oh no, how do I come up with better comeback? No, it was you because when I had a fart detector planted in your room, it went off on my device when I suddenly smelled a smelly stench. Imagine someone random comes in to this stream and wonder what the fuck we're doing. Cause it's so unhinged. Yeah, they're gonna be wondering why and they're gonna think of it, but ha. Oh, no wait, it would be even funnier if someone we know comes on this stream and sees us like that. How do you draw humans with feet again? I mean, all humans have feet, but you know, how do you draw a human with feet? You get my vision. You know, actually, since thank God Akita wears socks, they don't have to draw their grippers, which is great, because I don't have to draw grippers anyways. Today's stream will have to end like early, unfortunately, because I have to meet up with my dad to buy a luggage for my 11-day trip. You know, since Mio isn't tuned into the stream, I think I should probably drop that in the chat. Let them know that while they're like suffering in school, I'm happily having my 11-day holiday. Didn't thinking my fraud detector does that when it is loyal to me. Anyways, think I'm going on a holiday at the end of this week and it will be for 11 days. Oh, I can't even spell stink. It's STINK. Okay, I feel like I did the feet really well this time. Yay. Except I feel like I should probably like move this one a little up, yeah. Oh god, I hate drawing humanoids so much. It reminds me of how I can draw humans no matter how hard I try. Oh my fucking god, I hate drawing humans. It's not like Akita's even paying me anything. Why am I doing this for them? Oh well, headmate stuff, I guess. Confusing ass shit. I don't know, man. You know, I just do things for these little guys in the head that piss you off. Even though they piss you off all the time, but you still love them to the depth of you. Probably no one's gonna relate to that, but no one I know on this stream would probably relate to that, but I think it's still funny to mention anyways. But yes, there's this little bitch named Akita in my head, and I'm drawing for them for free. And they aren't even paying me, and I'm doing free labor for them, but because they're old, I have to work for them. Okay, that was just a joke. I don't mind doing it. I just want to complain as much as I can, honestly. Imagine L. Imagine, sure. Sure, stink. Have fun. Imagine and okay, cool. Okay, and how the fuck do I draw Akita again? And they're like really short for some reason. I don't know why, but they just love being short as fuck. So I have to draw them being short too. And that is my least favorite part of drawing Akita. But at least it's not like I'm gonna be drawing them for art, but other people are gonna be doing that stuff. think I got Akita's finger right. Hand, I don't know. I don't care, okay, well, darn. Okay, they don't look as bad now. I think I'm really proud of the way I drew their hair, but I've been struggling with their body and their hands specifically. Because they really need a new reference sheet, because system stuff is really fucking confusing, because they were like 13 last year, and then they grew up to be 19 this year. They have like a huge age gap. Age growth gap. I don't know how to even explain it, but it's so weird. But that's what the system tells me, and just like, oh yeah, I have to just do that, I guess. So I just have to draw them looking sassy, because they want me to draw them looking sassy like that. Wow, cringe. What the fuck, Akita? But it's their but it was their instruction to do that. Should I draw them in the middle or the center actually? I don't know, man. No, no, no. Oh my god, I almost stopped the broadcasting. If I stopped it, I wouldn't be able to like do anything. Oh god. My ears are itching. Ow. Owie. Honestly, I feel like center might be the best just in case I want to use this as a page doll for them. Uh, I'm dying. The time to line them, well, I don't know how to line them properly, but okay, just gotta. I don't even know how to like draw their fingers, but you know, I'm just gonna like do this. Hey, this actually looks pretty good now. I'm not gonna mess with the sketch anymore, and I'm just gonna get to lining, because this is art fight prep, and I have to do a reference sheet for my OC Ray too, which I'm not really excited because I don't like Joy Humans, but I can't stand Ray's reference sheet anymore. It's really ugly, but she isn't like top priority right now. It's just mostly priority to get Akita's done, because they live in my head and they'll hunt me down if I don't finish it for them. I'm just joking. I like to make it sound like they're absolutely fucking evil, but they're like the most nonchalant, I don't give a shit person ever. They just exist, and they're just like, and every time anything's happens to us, they're just like, oh, I told you so. I predicted this like a long time ago, something something. They act like they can see the fucking future, but they actually can't see the fucking future. Let's be honest, they can't see the future. But still, they're really good at predicting things, which is horrifying. Pattern recognition goes hard. Except that's something that none of our system has. If something bad happened to us, then we'll wonder why it happened to us, and Nikita's just gonna like judge us. Like, yeah, you kind of like brought this upon yourself, kind of thing. A lot of the time, yeah, we just bring things upon ourselves, and Kita's just like, told you so. Sometimes I think they secretly hate us. Just kidding. It's just a joke. Just a joke. Yeah, it's just joking about that. Okay, how the fuck do you draw human faces again? God, I hate humans! How the fuck do you draw a human? How the fuck do you draw humans? Oh my god, I hate humans. I'm so sorry if anyone walks in on this stream and they hear me screaming, I hate humans! Like all the time. I promise it's just only because I can't draw them. But I'm really just that crumbed when it comes to drawing humans. I can't lie. It's probably one of my weakest links. I can even draw feral animals better than humans. But still, I don't like drawing ferals. They're pretty hard because I don't know how to get their bodies right. I never studied feral anatomy. But I've studied body anatomy before. But I've never studied hands before, so I can only do antros, unfortunately. Sometimes I quite literally forget that once you hit tertiary education, your lecturers wouldn't like get you into trouble just for using your phone in class. Like everyone just uses their phone in class and it's just like a-okay. Feels freeing honestly, but I still have trauma from me getting caught from using my phone, so like every time I'm still like really snooping around my device, but I'm struggling to draw the wing. Oh yeah, once there are more viewers, I'm gonna be like showcasing my. I'm gonna be showcasing my artifact profile because I worked really hard yesterday just to finish everything and to fix up my layout. Hold up, I need to charge my phone, chat. Because I have to go out later, which is also why I have to end the stream earlier today. I can only stream on a Thursday for this time because I'm, well, jolling it. Time to just like finish up the lining for Akita. At least I don't have to shade this, which is good because I don't want to shade it. You know, it's like only once in a few months or like in 1 year we drew Akita once, and it's always for art fight or they just want a new Simply Pro icon. It's always just those two reasons. Like there isn't any actual reason why we would be drawing Akita. It's always just for like a sole purpose. And then once the sole purpose is done, we just don't draw them until the next year again. And they actually also don't really care that we don't draw them that much. They're just like, okay, cool. Cause they're the queen of nonchalance. They don't give a shit about anything. You can urge them to give a crap, and they still wouldn't give a crap. You can scream, cry about how you need them. You really need them to give a shit about something, but they probably be like, okay, you can just solve that on your own, maybe. Yeah, I just have to move this up a little bit. Okay, how am I gonna draw them properly? Because I know they have like the chest scar thingy, and I have to like do like a reference where the scars can be seen. Honestly, I might just draw the shirt a little lower, just so the people can actually see the scars. They say it's a really prominent part of inner world history. That's really complex, but I'm not gonna pry into that. Actually, never mind. They're probably still gonna tell me anyways, even if I tell them not to tell me. Yeah, they're telling me. No, it's like really funny to viewers because you'll never know what goes on in my head. But like right now, we just have Akita trauma dumping on me. They're just like actively trauma dumping on me on how they got the scars, the body scars. Like we don't give a shit. It's fucking who cares? Lol. They just said I care. Who cares? Man, who cares? Now I can hear my undo button thingy and it's so irritating whenever that shit just does that. Sometimes I don't know why, but people are like really positively shocked when I tell them I stream. Like, yeah, girl, I stream. Yeah, girl, I literally stream. And what's so surprising about that? Okay, how the fuck do I draw like a shirt properly? So I've been getting like an insane amount of clout on Akita's old Tumblr account. Like they dumped it a long time ago, and everyone on our system just like take turns to like hog over it, and then no one actually successfully hogged over it because they keep on forgetting to actually post there. And the account was like really inactive for like a long time, and then after that, after I took it, I've been like using it, and then I've been getting like a shit ton amount of fame on there. And I don't fucking know how, but like, wow, damn, a lot of people just really like us. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, yay, people like us. More specifically, they really like the content that I've been posting on there. And things that I can't even like tell anyone, cause it's like my secret life kind of block, like Akita said, like yeah, you know, like if you want your peace maintained, you shouldn't tell our friends that we have the account and that is us. It's not like they actually find us anyways, but once one of our friends on that Discord server managed to find that secret account, and we just let them follow anyways. I think we like let another person also follow that account. Like we just like, seriously don't give a fucking shit. It's like okay, yeah, you know what? I trust you enough to be not judgmental. I, yeah. It's not even anything inherently bad, but it's something that we've been insecure about. So it's like yeah, it's just like no, tell our friends what it is. Oh yeah, and recently I managed to find out the names of procedures for like transition surgery. So I've just been like keeping in mind on what the terms are, and I'm just gonna like eventually do my research about it. I've just been lazy to do my research, but I need it for my OCs eventually. Oh man, I'm feel really bored right now. Can I wish I had more viewers? I don't know. Well. How am I gonna draw Akita's sleeve? Why do they have sleeves like that? They suck. They just screamed at me. In my head. That's why I can't hear it, but they just screamed in my head. That's funny. I like to advocate them for no reason. It's not like they actually care. It's not like I actually mean it too. So that's fucking funny. And you'll never hear them scream at me too. So that's even funnier. Okay, I think I fucked up their arm. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold up. I don't know. I think I did their arm really badly, horribly, but I don't know. I don't think they care because the anatomy is like 10 times worse whenever they front and draw, which they rarely do nowadays. Because they haven't been out in a while. And they're also lazy to be out, but they're like, they never go dormant for some reason because they're like apparently the most needed headmate in our system because they have like all the memories, all the trauma. They're like a first-hand experience of most of our trauma too as a teen, so if anything, they're here for the memories and I don't know. Being system so weird. You have like those dudes they think they're actually staying, they don't actually stay, and those they think wouldn't stay would end up just staying anyways, and they're just like, I'm just like there. I'm just like watching every move. Just kidding. Okay, so hold up. How am I gonna draw your feet, Akita? I hate drawing your feet. Hate drawing feet so damn much. But they're like the only uploaded quote unquote character on our art fight that hasn't had a new reference or anything yet. So if anything, I have to touch up on getting stuff ready for them. I feel like I made them like too tall looking. If I gave them shorts, I don't know. They don't look any better. I feel like I have to make their little the sweater thingy like a bit more lower. So yeah, it will look less wet now. Actually no, I'm just gonna have to move it a little lower, lower, lower. Go. Okay, now I just have to erase all of the tiny little splotches. I'm not excited about erasing at all. I wonder how my friends are all doing right now. Can't be asked to ask them all. What do I even talk about? I feel like I don't have much motivation to talk when no one's listening, because I like to annoy people with all of my rambles. Screaming it in your face. I was joking about the screaming part. Haha. And then I think I have to just give Akita like really short shorts. Because Akita's like, who the fuck wears like huge shorts anyways? Only weirdos do that. Even though we literally wear huge shorts in real life, but they think that wearing shorts is a pain. They don't like wearing shorts for some reason. I think it's just troublesome. So how am I gonna be drawing Akita's tie? Why are they so hard to draw? They're like so scrawny, it's hard to draw them. Because I have to make them look obviously fucking skinny. Because they said so. They said they're scrawny as fuck in system. They don't really have like an adult looking body in a way. So let's just like give the tie, I guess. Okay, hold up. I have to make this one a bit wider so this doesn't look that wrong. Time to draw Akita's hand. And then time for the other hand, which I'm not excited about. Wait, why did I see Elliot's user in this chat? I thought I was tripping. But anyways, I sometimes I forget I can actually see who the fuck's in this chat. Haha. Evil. Okay, what I do to Akita's hand now? What the fuck am I gonna like do with? How the fuck am I gonna draw this? Dude, I brought this upon myself. Anyways, the previous hand was ugly. I have to redo that. But yeah. Sort of, yeah. At first I wasn't gonna think much about it because I only see like one viewer and I assumed that I'm the one viewer. So I then like checked the little thingy and then I just got bored because I was so insanely bored and I'm like, oh, you're lurking. Katya, I already had a feeling you were. I was like, it'd probably be home from school by now. Or wait, I don't think you even went to school on Mondays. I forgot. I have horrible memory. I'm so good at catching people. Okay, I love doing this thingy where I just draw the two fingers, just like claps together. Honestly, I feel like if there's any stream that suspect that you're lurking on, it would be pretty fucking funny if I just like casually drew on your OCs and see if I could get you to expose yourself or the lurk. That would be actually funny. Just kidding. I don't know. Okay, wait. I feel like I did the shoulders wrong now. Why are they so? Oh my god, I fucked this up. How to fix my horrible mistake for now. I hate anatomy so much. I hate drawing humans even more. So how am I gonna like? Okay, hold. How am I gonna fix this? Feel like the shoulder's like too shouldery. It's shouldering out a little bit too much. Haven't you since Mio showed up? What? You've been here since Mio was here? I didn't even know that. How the fuck did I not know? How did I not tell? You've been here the entire time. It feels like I've been ominously stalked and watched, and I just didn't know about that. Cause you're really mysterious. What? You know, I was like mentioning to Mio, imagine if there's someone reading our conversations, someone doesn't know who's reading our conversations, and what if there's someone we know reading our conversations and wondering what the fuck we're doing? And there was indeed someone we know reading our conversations, not knowing what the fuck we're doing in the chat. That's how me and Mio actually DM each other like all the time. We don't really say shit besides insult each other and calling each other stinky, smelly, and all that stuff. It's gonna like imagine being something. And that's how we talk in real life too. That's the kind of comebacks we give at each other. We're like, imagine being so stinky. No, imagine being so stinky that I can smell you from all the way at home. And I'm like, no, imagine being so stinky that when you fart, I can still smell you from a different country. That's like basically how we just talk. You are evil. You're evil. You're so evil. Oh wow, it's really fucking hot here. It's about to rain where I'm at too. I could just imagine you doing like the most sinister laugh ever when I said that on stream, like my unknowing innocent ass just like saying, "Oh man, I wish there's someone listening to my stupid rambles because I like to annoy the hell out of people." And then there's actually someone, but I was just too stupid to realize it. Sorry, I'm just laughing the fuck out right now. Laughing my ass out, rolling on the floor. Wait, was that? Oh wait, no, it's rolling on the floor, laughing my ass out. I don't know. I don't know abbreviations. I'm too old gen for this. I'm saying I'm old gen and meanwhile like the people who are older than me always act more new gen than me, which is funny as hell. Like, yeah, I don't know your slang, but I'm just like I don't know my own slang, but how the fuck do people older than me know my own slang better? I think that's hilarious as heck. So for the next, I don't know how long you'll be hearing me complaining about Akita for fun. Complaining, bullying Akita for fun. Wait, I just suddenly remembered that V lore dropped about his partners in my OC server. Like, I don't know how long ago. Actually, practically wasn't mine. It's like entire system OC folder. Wait, no. OC server. But I don't know. How the hell does V turn out like lore so easily? Because I've been struggling. I don't know. Should I redo Ray's reference sheet? I really hate how this looks, but I'm lazy to make her a new reference sheet. I love Ray a lot. I forgot we knew how the human version. And we have human Scythe too, human Rikori, human Tazi. I'm supposed to be uploading Rikori and Tazi to Art Fight, but I forgot. Tazi told me to do it and I forgot anyways. But I'll just, who cares? Ha. Seriously, this is the profile? Gay sex is awesome sauce. You know what? I'm not even surprised anymore. Everyone warned me about Akita. And even Akita warned me about themselves. How am I surprised? Oh yeah, they have a persona which we don't even use. They just told me yesterday that plans on probably selling this Sona. This art looks really good though. I like this piece. This is probably one of our favorite old art pieces. I still really love this outfit that they have. Holy shit. They're a young teen. Yeah, maybe 13 to 15 year old. What a lie. They just turned 19 this year. They aged by a few years. They went from like, I think they went from a jump from being like 13 to 19. So like, what the hell? But yeah, I'm supposed to be redoing this reference for them. This art looks horrible. Who made your feet like that? Why do they look so, I don't know. They look like Paradox Limb enhancers. Sorry, that was the first thing I could think of. The second thing I was about to say would probably be Alien Art Style Anatomy. But I didn't feel like saying that because it was too lengthy. The Pussycat? Question mark? Wait, where was it? Where did they put? Question mark. Pussycat. The Persona's a dog? I thought it was a cat. Dude, they said they thought it was a cat. They forgot that the Persona was a dog. But there, I don't know. And why do I what, hold up? This version of them, their old look in 2022 is apparently half cat. But Akita stopped having cat ears in the cat tail because they didn't want to be a cute little ooh anime girl anymore. They wanted to be normal and an angel, so they quit having the ears and tail. Is this like an old Akita reference from 2023? I think this was for Art Fight too. They were 11 to 13 back then. What? Stop aging, Akita. The next thing we know, Akita's gonna be like 40 years old next year. And then they're gonna have like even whiter hair than they already do. And they're sitting on the rocking chair crocheting. Someone tell them to stop aging. I'm horrified. Why do they age so fast? Damn girl, like leave some age for us. Also, why does every trans femme I draw have these shirt thingies? They have like this sweater that hangs low, and then they have like this bra strap that just shows. Like, how? Why does every trans femme I draw always have this thingy? I think it's like the Akita effect. I'm gonna call it the Akita effect because I've been with every single one of our trans femme characters falling into this stereotype of the jacket thingy. Wait, no, the sweater thing. These trans femmes in their fucking sweaters. I don't even know if the straps are drawn on properly, but who cares anyways. And I can point out to you like a few trans femmes that I have that have this exact fucking thing. Amia's one of them, but I'm not gonna like mention about Amia. A cat. Ah! Yeah, they're really, really cat coded. They're also really tiny and flexible and annoying and freaky. Yeah. So like, okay, Lenny's not trans femme and she doesn't have she has that shirt, the trans femme shirt that I always give though, which is funny. But okay, which other characters have a trans femme? Rikori definitely would wear that kind of shirt that I just drew. What other trans femmes I have that wears that kind of shirt? Huh. We have Amia, Dawn, Arin's not trans femme, but like I don't know. Okay, hold up. Lola's not. Emilion is trans femme and she also has that shirt thingy. Thank God that there aren't as many trans femmes as I thought would wear that shirt thingy. Thank God, but yeah. Horrifying. Why is it that almost most transfems they draw have that shirt thing? I don't know why. It's just a tradition. Honestly, I would probably blame Akita for that. No, yeah, Akita has like this long hair thingy, which is cool. I don't know why they have white hair though. They probably thought it was a cute, quirky thing. But it just makes them like really hard to make on Piku because not all Pikus have white hair because they are old people phobic. Sorry. Had to call Akita out for fun. For as far as I know, Akita's like 19, which is like the second oldest of the system right now. I think. I don't know, but V's the oldest, he's 20. We used to have like older ones, but they just like, you know, fusion dormancy kind of shit. Tazi just made a Steven Universe joke. I'm not gonna listen to him. And I'm so glad it stayed in my head. The guy has like a fucking brain rot on that show. I don't. Why the fuck does he make a. No, everything revolves around it. How the. I'm not even gonna talk to Tazi anymore. If he was. If he doesn't live in my head, I'd probably go non-contact by now. I'm just joking. No, but it's seriously, the thing is that every time I talk about system fusion, Tasi just casually brings out Steven Universe fusion for some odd reason. Yeah, sort of. Sometimes we just ghost him whenever he makes like a joke that's related to his Steven Universe brain rot, and we're just like, okay, we didn't hear that one. He always makes like that joke about Ember and Sarah because apparently Sarah and Ember fused and then they look horrible now or something, and then they're like gone now, and then not exactly gone, but like they're just deep in the depths. And Nikita will be like, they had a Steven Universe fusion moment, and he's just like he ever made like a force fusion joke about that one once. So we're like, yeah, we're not listening to this guy. Wait. It kind of sucks that he's a part of my brain, and apparently whatever Tazi thinks is considered my thoughts too, in a way that I don't want it to be my thoughts, but I didn't consent to this being a part of my brain. Yeah, I remember the time where Sarah and Ever fused shortly after I split off from the head, which is system stuff's like really confusing whenever it happens on the inside, so it can get confusing when I explain it, but anyways. And then after they fused and Sarah was like, oh my god, I became ugly, what the fuck, Ever? Why do I have your green eyes or something? And Sarah like hated having like one green and one purple eye, because green and purple is like one of the worst color combinations to ever exist. You know what's the funny part when I'm saying this is that my favorite ship, Simon Kimiko, is green and purple duo. Um, Camel co-founders is green and purple, and maybe let's just say Amy and Pierre are also green and purple. And I say how much I hate green and purple together, but like all of the best duos are always green and purple together for some odd reason. Homophobia eyes. I'm glad I don't have eyes with homophobia. Okay, oh my god, finally took me like forever, but I finally finished Akita's body. Oh, it was only like about 1 hour, okay, thank god. If I took any longer than this, I might just have to end myself. Yeah, but some things are like really funny whenever something happens, cause like I have like all of our like internal internal conversations like noted down sometimes, cause it'd be funny to just like look back at it. I should read out some from my phone shortly after I get Akita's eyebrow figured out. Oh yeah, fun fact. Have I ever mentioned this? I probably already did, but I really love this brush because it reminds me of the Clip Studio paintbrush that I use. I'm saying this as someone who doesn't even like only seasonally draws in Clip Studio when something happens to my device, or I don't have access to my device and I draw on CSP. My friends just tell me to buy CSP, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fucking buy something that I'm not gonna be using. Okay, now that I've got Akita's eye done, I can hopefully start reading the... You know, some of these are like low-key funny. They can throw them into incorrect quotes sometimes. Okay, I'm actually pretty proud of this. It doesn't look ass. Oh my god! comment in pure being green and purple too. I didn't fucking figure that out. And they're on my table. I didn't even think of mentioning them. But yeah. Yeah, you need to get it Alex reference sheet done for sure. I'm kind of sad I couldn't draw the freaky Kalex art this year because there was one thing I was really looking forward for art fight. To find out that I'm not allowed to draw sexual content, I'm just like... Sorry, I had to make that noise. Hold up, where is my blackmail? Okay, wait, hold up. There's like one conversation. I'm gonna like read out some of the unhinged blackmail stuff that I have on my thingy. Okay, so this one, the context is that Akita and the system using our system's communication system to communicate with semi-dormant headmates. It's like when you're like half active, half not, and then we have like this screen and calling thingy, like a really huge screen thingy, and we just like sometimes talk to a few bitches, and then Akita asked, "Do you like dolls?" Marshall said, "What the heck is a doll?" And Akita said, "It's balls with a J." And Marshall said, "No, I don't." And then Akita's like, "Well, too bad. I like dolls." And then Marshall said, "Well, I thought you liked girls and not dolls." And Akita said, "Well, girls can have dolls like me." Marshall asked, "You have dolls, Akita?" Yes, they didn't know. They didn't know that that Akita had dolls. And we also have one in system funny quote thingy. Oh yeah, there's this one quote. It's just a one line that says, "V, if anyone this is a Yume ship, I'll make them Yume suffer," which is said by me, unfortunately. Because V was like really conscious about his ship, and I was just like saying random stuff of affirmation. Because that's what I do. I bombard my friends with affirmation, even if it sounds fucking stupid. And there's this one from when I was trying to play as Lumine Fauna. In okay, in the context it says, in this event where Perry gets chased down by Taz with a taser. Haha, get it? Taser. Cause like taser's like spelled as Tazer, and we're just like haha made a pun about it. While V watches, Perry said, "Dude, does that mean I'm made of nearly 90% water?" Taz said, "Well, that's why I am." Perry said, "This means I sweat more at least easily and I'm more prone to electrocution and..." Wait, this is canon to Lumine's lore. She's actually more prone to electrocution. It will actually like be more fatal for her than anyone else, as well as the fact that Lumine sweats more. Like she can probably wake up to a pool of water on her bed. And then okay, V says, "Does this mean you piss more often than others?" And I said, "Ew, what the fuck? Shut up." And Taz says, "Does this mean you piss yourself?" So yeah, that's pretty much what happens in the system. And yes, the Jaws joke does affect me. And there was this one time I said, "But first I need to go shit so badly." This one's like with me and my friends, external friends. And my friend said, "You go girl," or alien, whatever. "Go thing." And there's one in my blackmail channel that is just like literally a convo between both of us. You said, "I also Ebert to her," and I said, "She also I'm Ebert to like Joel." And there's one of the Paradox CBC curse, which I just kept it in the blackmail channel because it's funny. And there's this one time I pretended to be a drunk alien and talk to my friends, and just like try to troll them. And there's one where my friend says, "With great money comes greater gifts from me," or something something. And I said, "Oh my god, sugar daddy." My friend said, "Shut the fuck up, you're the sugar daddy, you're the one who give cold hard cash." And I said, "It's because I'm feeling cold and hard." And there's also one that from a different conversation that says, "I Yume your mom, by the way." That's me exploding you. You get exploded out of existence because I'm a non-sharing insert friend's name, Mom Yume, which means your dad's in canon and you're on canon. Yeah, anyways. I'm done reading all the jokes that I got. I have more, but it'll take me like the entire stream to finish reading all of them, and some of them are really like extremely not safe for work. So yeah, my brain's like freaky deaky all the time. More like we just make freaky jokes. Akita and Tazi just like makes those the most. I'm like occasionally normal, occasionally unhinged, occasionally depressed. Now that I'm done reading all those jokes, I should probably color Akita before they smite me. Why is it so hard to just like, grab a reference sheet? I'm just, oh my god. Um, so where is the Akita reference sheet? I don't think it's that far behind. Okay, hold up. Wait, hold. Where is it? Where is it? It's really that old. Oh my gosh. I really like their new colors or something, or whatever they say. Cause this actually looks pretty simply fucking awesome. I like their colors, and they have like a fuck ton of scars, which I have to remember to draw it in. Why is this sweater like so weird shaded? I'm probably just gonna like change the blue a little bit. Yeah, okay, they look really pastel. They're like that one pastel uwu girl kind of vibe, but sorry, I think that was Tazi laughing. You know, sometimes I don't know whether I should appreciate it or just not embrace it whenever my head gets a little too active, cause like I don't like to hear Tazi speaking. He shouldn't be given any rights to talk at all. With the amount of unhinged jokes that he makes all the fucking time, he shouldn't be given a right to speak, honestly. If Yellow System community show Twitch stream, maybe. It'll be funny as hell cause I have every single quote saved. But sometimes we make like funny conversations right before we sleep, and then I didn't get to record it, which is kind of sad. But I just like write down most funny stuff, including like stuff that happens between our friends. Cause trust me, I even have like the Jaws conversation thingy like recorded somewhere in that same specific private channel that I got. Cause Jaws, Jaws. Why am I saying Jaws as if I'm like repeating an evil ritual? Okay, how am I gonna like draw Akita's sock now? Someone has to tell Akita that I really hate drawing them. No, Tazi, you cannot do that. Okay, wait, hold up. I feel like the sock is... There are not enough stripes. Okay, never mind. Akita said it was enough stripes, honestly. They didn't like having too many stripes. Why? Now I have to ensure I have the even amount of straps on the other sock. If not, I'll have to die. If not, I get publicly executed by Akita Halo Star. Okay, I think I got the right amount of stripes now. I'm supposed to be looping my playlist for I have to help the other tab for a while. I need to oh yeah, it's already looped, thank god. Cause it's gonna tweak out if it doesn't like loop properly. Okay, if you want more quotes, I'm gonna pull out another quote. Okay, wow, Kita's hair look white on stream, but it's actually like a shade of pink. So there's this one that my friend says. We are real and we'll mourn you. And I said, no, you're not. You're just a fictional character in my screen. And my friend said, hey. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm role playing on character AI with someone named insert friend's name. Why is she saying she's real? Holy shit, AI is scary for sure. Yeah. I just called my friend an AI in one of the conversations. When one of my friends said, who asked you to be green? And I just said, God forbid a greenie have hobbies. And one of my this is said by one of my friends. But they said like, do you think if there's no water around then piss water, Lapis's wings will be pissed? Bracket. I have never watched Steven Universe. And I just spilled the random fact. Oh yeah, fun fact. Do you know that my Sona Perrine was originally gonna have water wings like Lapis's because she stole design goals for me? If I actually went with that, since Perrine's wings are yellow, it would probably mean that she's made of piss. Hell. And I wrote down something in my private Twitter, I think. God didn't give me a piss king because he knew I would be too powerful with it as a lapis lazuli yume, so he made me king repulse instead. And okay, I also like remember finding a comment TikTok that says, "How are you illegally blind or something? How are you legally blind? Are there like illegally blind people or something?" That's one thing I found on TikTok, and I saved it there too because I thought it was funny. No, but genuinely, I wonder if characters that can do hydrokinesis can actually bend piss or not. That is my biggest question. It will always be. Does hydrokinesis include flavored water? I mean, well, piss isn't a flavor, but oh yeah, guys. Speaking of hydrokinesis, I wanted to mention this fact that I'm contemplating giving Sky hydrokinesis powers, aka water bending. Haha. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't know. When you can bend elements, it's funny. But yeah, I think element benders are funny. I like it when characters can bend elements and they're powerful shit. It probably explains most of my behavior towards element benders, but haha. Okay, Akita's shirt is low-key fun the color, I can't lie. Oh my gosh! Jumping back to Freaky Kalex mentioned earlier for Quest Moment 9 that I didn't find for Kaden. That is so cool. I'm so curious to hear the idea. If it is PG enough for this stream, I mean, since when's Freaky PG? But if it's not PG, you could probably just drop it somewhere else. But I am really curious to hear about it in general. A blue strap-on? Hold up. Alex is the bottom? But wait, the blue strap-on is funny as fuck. Oh yeah, I definitely seen characters drawn with like neon pink strap-ons before, and I just like giggled all the time. I cannot actually take anything freaky seriously. I'll just like end up laughing. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, cool. Yay, they're both switches. They're light switches. Just kidding. That's fair. I stand them. Honestly, I feel like in return, since you gave me Freaky Kalex lore, I should probably give you some of my Freaky OC lore too. So you know like V's, OC's, Meryl, and Jasper, right? I'd like to take that Meryl's actually the top. I asked V and he said he's probably gonna make that canon. I mean, they probably take turns, but like, V just says that he potentially sees like he just potentially sees Meryl topping more often. Which is funny as hell, cause I honestly think it's really funny to like see a trope where the big one's like basically the bottom. So like V just kind of play into that, and honestly, if you're wondering what position V would be in, I think that's like pretty easy to guess. V and Tazi has like the same position when it comes to this kind of freaky stuff, and I think it's like pretty obvious by how pathetic they act in and outside of context. I think everyone gets it already. I don't even have to say it. I'm gonna bully them to death with that. Sans not safe for work. Art blue wee wees. Why are they blue? Aren't they supposed to be white like a skeleton? Genuinely though. Unless he's a blue skeleton, which I don't remember him being blue. He just wears a blue jacket, doesn't he? Okay, you know what? It might be funny, but just like unironically, just remember that there's gonna be a character out there who canonically has like an unnatural colored genital going on down there. I can't really like name one or two characters with that. Yeah, Perrine's one of them, but yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I forgot Amber's pussy is canonically green. Oh yeah, definitely drawn like autistic nudity of Amber before, like, or just anything generally non-sexual as event before. And I'm pretty sure I've ever made like an Amber pussy reference for my own self for drawing vent art, and then it was just like casually green anyways. I was like, okay, cool, it's green. I'm just like, damn, haha, oh well, it's green. What? It can go purple, blue? I'm horrified. I mean, honestly, I'm probably not surprised because I know my friend's hands went blue once because she was in a really, really cold room. That room was extremely cold and she was genuinely getting hypothermia. So, like, yeah, I think human skin can generally get blue. But still horrifying to think about, you know? Yeah, haha. You know what's good about reference sheets is that I don't have to color them. So someone remind me by the time of like about 5:30, I should probably check my phone and see if my dad says anything about leaving his workplace. Okay, what color background should I use for Akita? Okay, I feel like this shade of pink would be good. Yeah, pink. They really like pink a lot. They like pink like an insane amount yesterday. Our system was dissing them for liking pink because, okay, you know, like sometimes in systems heads, okay, this varies from system to system, but some systems have what you call like a headspace slash inner world, um, where you basically just like sort of have like something going on in your head, a physical thingy going on in your head. And well, let's just say that we have one, so, and Akita's one is like, wait, no, no, exactly, wait, hold up. It's like a basically just like a house, but Akita has a room that's like really pinkish, and a princess bed that's also pink with fancy little curtains on it. And I commented on that yesterday. I was like, why the fuck do you have it all in pink, Akita? And they're just like, pink is a superior color. It's also why, you know, the general house in my head, it's also pink. All the walls are pink. It's a really, really huge house with 2 stories. I wish I could draw backgrounds to actually illustrate it to outsiders to understand how it goes on in there. But yeah, it is completely pink. Everything's pink because Akita chose that color and everyone had to go with it. Let me read the chat again. But yeah, some Undertale artists who draw Sans with a blue wiener, probably cause his skeleton doesn't have a wiener belt, so they make it blue to go with his eye that lights up. Lights up blue! Okay, yeah, I know his eyes light up, but does the wiener light up? Sorry, that's funny. I can't take penises seriously. I'm a bit too immature for this. Yeah, totally. Okay, they said my handwriting was ugly, so I have to rewrite the name. Fuck you, Akita. I said it looked too neat. They prefer like when our handwriting is like more ugly, unhinged looking. They said it's too I don't know, it's too like it looks too pure innocent looking. Well, of course it's my handwriting. What do you expect it to look like? And I'm just gonna put 910 they them. They are like the only exclusive they them pronouns handmade that we got. You know, like, and they're like the one that everyone just like got used to. Cause like we have this thing where we somewhat struggle to use like they them pronouns for some reason. And I don't know why, but we just sort of like struggle to keep using they them at some point to a certain extent. But for Akita, we just like use it naturally. Like, alright, they're just like they them pronouns, haha. And it's also probably why I don't have like enough they them characters because I struggle to like still use they them pronouns in an English manner. So yeah. But they thems are really rad. Not Akita though. I don't like Akita. But yeah, other they thems are valid. Just not Akita. Just joking. I'm laughing this entire stream, aren't I? Honestly, I might want to use the other transfem flag because like oh yeah, I didn't even keep this one in that flag gallery. And yes, I have a whole gallery of pride flags in my iPad because I use pride flags so often that I might as well just like, keep copies of them in my gallery at this point. So that's why I have so many pride flags in my gallery. Just in case like chat's curious, because that's like the thing I do. You know, for me, like whenever I use transfem or transmask flags, I only use like the one with lesser stripes if it applies to the situation perfectly. Cause like I don't really like the new flags to be honest. I prefer using the old ones. But if like I'm pairing up a flag with less than 5 stripes, I'll use that. So it matches up more perfectly and neatly. I just have to find a lesbian flag now. Okay, cool. I could probably use the 5 stripes lesbian flag to suit the entire vibe of this reference sheet, but I'm lazy to find it, so I'm gonna put the airways flag too. Where the fuck is that airways flag at? Oh, okay, cool, got it. I haven't sized the flags correctly, so this really sucks. I have to like move this in. I'm not gonna put the transfer trans flag because to be fair, Kita's not gonna even be in a relationship. They don't plan to be after like quite some things happened like last year. It was really complicated, so they didn't want to get in a relationship anymore. Just cause it's lazy to, I'm really lazy to put like so many flags, so I'm just gonna like toss it like that and call it a day. I should probably like add a little side note that they're a headmate in our system and not a nosy. I'm really proud of this reference still. Glow stick Rena. Bro's nom nomming the flag. I wonder if eating an ace flag will turn your ace or not. Okay, how do I draw like an asterisk properly? Not. I hate writing something like I hate writing like shit on manually because it makes it like I'm really bad at writing things. Okay, this doesn't look as bad for once. They are and should probably skip to the next line already. Alter in our system. I will just put this note out there. Oh yeah, after I finish this reference sheet, I'll be showcasing my art fight thingy. Okay, the asterisk is too big. Okay, wow, Akita, why are you asking me to erase it? You know what? I'm never working with Akita again. In fact, I'm gonna be like canceling them. How do you even draw an asterisk, anyways? Okay, close enough. They said it's ugly, but it looks better now. They should just do it themselves. Honestly, I think it's valid that this thing called Akita Rage, where whenever you speak to someone named Akita Halo Star and they just infuriate you every single thing they do. And I forgot to draw their scars. Okay, cool. Thank God I didn't forget it this time. I already forgot about it. Oops. But yeah, at least I can fix it, I guess. I don't know. They said they have more scars than this though, so like holy heck. Honestly, I didn't even notice they had scars on them for like a long time, even though we live in the same head. Because I don't necessarily see them visually, but I can just like sense how we look like visually in the head. For some reason, since we have like a really great sense of like just like pictorial imagination, so like sort of in a way where I can just like sort of visualize how Akita looks like, but sort of, you know, I can't really see anything in my head because obviously I can't see it physically in my eyes, but in my mind I can sort of see things, and it is really complex. But okay, they say they have sort of like a scar, and I think it was on this tie. Something about making the palm a little bit lighter on this end. Okay, wait, no, it's too light. Yeah, something about like generally having to make palms lighter because that's like a part of humans. Because everyone has like this lighter portion of their palm. Humans are so complex to draw, honestly. I'm glad to not be a primarily human artist. Okay, good. Done with their fucking palm and everything. I don't know what design notes to put on them, but I'm just gonna like... Cars, not optional. What design notes are there even upon Akita? Okay, hold up. Can be drawn in order outfits in their toy house gallery. I just burped. Oh god, I just burped again. Yikes. Okay, and I'm just gonna put one that says typically prefers wearing more fun and comfortable clothing to stay indoors more. Well, I can spell typically. Wait, typically. Oh my god, it's almost 5 already. What the fuck? I'm gonna be streaming like today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, Thursday. But then I won't be able to stream on Friday because my dad works half day and he'll come home early. And I also have to prepare to take a night coach, a 10-hour night coach on Friday night to reach my destination. I'm gonna be going to Malaysia in Penang, Ipoh, and Kuala Lumpur. So basically, I'll be going to like those places. So like these notes are there. Okay, cool. And this, I'm gonna save this now. I'm really proud of this reference sheet. I'm gonna upload this for Akita before I forgot. I have to update like art fat later, so okay, hold up. I have to upload this reference to their art file, and then I'm gonna be done. Wait, I uploaded to the wrong Akita. Hold up. They have like 2 tabs: humanoid, alter, fairy person. You know what? It can go on the normal Akita tab because it's a reference sheet. It's where the references go to the main gallery. And now time to manage images. I'm gonna be moving the old Akita reference sheet down to the Yeah, Makita is like a fuck ton of art because they were a co-host for like a few years in like 2022. So and they were also like a host in 2019. So they pretty much existed for like a long fucking time. They used to have like brown hair basically, but they just like completely switched to white hair, cat ears, and shit. And then they removed the cat ears and then became normal. But yeah, they received like these two art fan attack last year basically, and we really like this like page all of them. Fuck ton. This is one of our favorite artists, and it was really surprising that they attacked us and drew Akita. It was adorable. And this was like an old system doodle, I think, in the past. I forgot. And that was when Akita was still a fucking kid. When I got this as a Christmas gift like last year, we have this as matching profile pictures on Simply Pro because I don't know, these three are like the base duo ever. Lana is wait, no, Marshall's like dating both of them, I think. Oh yeah, and this thing finally came in. I love it so much, guys. You have to look at this. This piece. The Constelli Q, my favorite. Those are my babies. My sons slash daughters. I don't know. They're so pooky. They're all on the non-binary spectrum, I guess. I don't know. They're like yaoi and yuri at the same time. I'd say for gender, I think all of them are more masculine aligned besides Lunaris in a way, but they're all like pretty much still very non-binary and their gender sort of fluctuates in a way. So they're like sort of everything and nothing at the same time. I mean like Luna and Sky are gender fluid and Comet's a boy girl thing and um Palos is pangender. Palos is like more masculine leaning in his teen years, but as he grows up he's more feminine leaning actually. Fun fact. Fun fact, Palos also grows out his hair when he's older. So yeah, long hair Palos is future Palos basically. Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to mention, I forgot. Wait, hold up, I need to pee. Back from the piss and anyways, I wanted to mention guys, I have been thinking about this for a while, but I'm considering, you know how Comet's Uranic? I'm thinking of making Comet's Neptunic instead. And I have a reason for that. Because I think it probably suit Comet's color palette better. Because Comet sort of looks more like the Neptunic flag than the Uranic flag. And I don't know, man. I couldn't tell though. Because I feel like Comet gives me the vibes that they would be into non-women instead of non-men. But I really don't know. I feel like Neptunic might kind of suit Comet better. And considering that Comet's in a relationship that is somewhat Yuri coded in a way too, so I really don't know which way to swing. Anyways, as I promised, wait, hold up. There's something I'm supposed to do. I think my dad didn't send anything. Trying to switch tabs because I want to show you guys my art fight. Why did my Google Chrome close up? Okay, hold up. Wait, no, this is the wrong tab. Okay, I want to show you guys the updates. First of all, we have a fixed profile. It looks really shitty on desktop and I don't know how to fix it, but I don't care actually because it looks okay on mobile. I'm gonna show you the mobile version in a moment. It looks like much better on mobile, I promise, chat. Yeah, it looks better on mobile. This is how it looks like on my iPad. It isn't as bad. I feel like Saf is still like swinging right at my face, but I don't really give a shit anymore. It looks much better than the past one, and at least my shit is all on one line. Can you believe it? All of my crap on one line. Chat. Oh my god. Yeah, woohoo. I fixed it last night and it worked. The dividers really fucking worked. I don't know how, but it just worked. Now this lovely part. But now my stamps and blinkies, they look really good on here, but they look really fucked up on my laptop. But who cares? I'm not a desktop user anyways. Who cares? I have this thing sectioned out. I also have this legend that I instilled in my profile. I coded everyone to be. Oh my god, my feet's itching. Sorry. Oh my god, I got like 2 mosquito bites. No, wait, 5 mosquito bites this morning. I was itching like hell. No wonder there was like a bzzz inside my ear this morning. I thought there was a mosquito in my ear, but turns out it wasn't. Thank God. But so we have Eber, which is the first one, cause Persona priority. Even though I don't really want it to receive Eber out this year. I don't know. I'm sick of seeing this green little shit everywhere. And we have Toy House OCs, which is my free reign, my top priority actually. I rather my Toy House OCs drawn than any of these guys on the first front, but I don't know who to put for the first 6. That's my struggle, and I'm really afraid if I put my OCs, me and the guys in my head won't be drawn. You know, Saf is special. He gets like the last position here. So we have everyone's profiles updated, but I want to say that I specifically have Amia done yesterday. Oh yeah, I like how like my OCs in the BSRs all have the star beside the name. It's like such a Steven Universe reference. Yeah, I'm so brain about it. We have Amia, and these are our outfits. This is like a more casual outfit, which is amazing. The pants were sort of inspired by like these shorts over here, plus sort of inspired by Pierce pants a little bit. And the bra is just like basically how I draw like most characters. I sometimes just like draw characters like in a crop top most of the time. And this is like Amia scene ground outfit. Pat her head, yeah. Let me pat her head. And my cursor. I'm sorry, I love her a lot. I love Amia a lot, and that's what I've been saying the last stream too. On the last stream, I remember I was just like screaming about how much I love Amia. Like throughout the entire stream. Not exactly the entire, but this is Scene Ground's outfit. She's a bouncer at the bar. I think her being a bouncer would be funny considering she's like short. And then you'll be like, haha, shorty, what can you do? And then she just like punches the shit out of you. Anyways, it'll be funny. But yeah. And I have the details over here. I have Abby. And Coraline isn't uploaded yet because I need to like fix some stuff on Coral's reference. Oh yeah, I need to add Coral's name. I need an official name in order to put Coral over here, unfortunately. 2P best friend. We have Abby, girlfriend. Abby is actually on my hidden section of art fight. Then Jasper, best friend sees his sister. Kelsey, Pierre, Wormybell. I don't know if Pierre and Amia are friends or not, but I just put them anyways because they've been drawn together before. And the more the merrier, honestly. I want to give people options to draw. We have Kelsey and we have Wormybell, of course. It's funny how the only thing I've ever drawn of Wormybell and Amia interacting was like freaky. Horrifying, but... And Ricori is actually Amia's cousin, by the way. Fun fact. And we have a height chart to reference. I'll link this because I think it's pretty useful. Finally uploaded the height chart. But I said she's a character-based character, Amethyst from Steven Universe, but she has his own character. And just put it, do not draw her skinny, blah blah. Messy hair, something. I don't know if I got the surgery name correctly, but I'm praying I got vaginoplasty correct. Basically, we have like full surgery to look like the most of a woman you can actually look like. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I would be really invested in wanting to see Amia drawn nude non-sexually. I think she's pretty, and I've actually considered like wanting to draw Amia like artistically nude before, but I just didn't have the time or remember to do it when I actually wanted to do it, so I ended up not doing it. And then let me read the chat again. Oh really? Oh yeah, I sorta did. That's what I did when I designed Rainbow 2.0 too. No, actually I got inspired by Rosalind first, I think. And then I guess, yeah. But the star was definitely inspired by Pierre, but the pants in general, having like the little lines, was inspired by Roslyn. Roslyn, my girl. I love drawing Roslyn so much. You don't get it. She might not be like my top tier brain rot, but I'm really insane about the idea of just drawing her in general. That's why I drew her like twice in your straw page once, cause I was feeling it. We have Meryl. Oh, I really need connections for Meryl and Jasper. And I've been contemplating whether if I should like just basically find the most direct way to just shout at someone to um link connections with me. I just have to figure out who I want to target first for our OC connections. But yeah, I feel like we still have a few months to decide on that. But like, I like to do things fast. We have her. Okay, there isn't much on her honestly. This is V Spooky. Okay. I haven't decided a gender for her, so I just like put trans femme, I guess. V couldn't decide gender anyways. She's definitely not binary, but yeah. But this like doesn't identify as non-binary, so I don't know what to do. And of course, for like every single one of V, Meryl, and Jasper, I just like place their height chart because they have like such a huge height difference. I'm honestly like the most excited to like see Jasper and Meryl together because I feel like the height difference will be really interesting to just stare at in general. Like Meryl's at the fucking shoulder. I love like size different couples. Honestly, they're really interesting to look at. The V Jasper third character. I need links for Meryl. That's why she has the least links for now. Even Jasper is more earrings, piercings, and blah blah. I have to make like new alternative outfits for Meryl, but that's about it. And no sexual nudity. As for details slash friends only, that was because V was like it was too TMI. He thinks it's too TMI to put it on the profile, but he thinks it'll still be pretty rad to see his OC's nude. But who cares? On Jasper has like a lot of legs. And V Meryl, the self-shaped ones, I guess, and then we have Amia, Scythe, Kimiko, and Topaz. Yeah, Jasper and Scythe are pretty close friends. I think like Jasper would know Kimiko, except they're acquaintances, and they probably like have mingled with each other before in a way. They sort of have like something against each other that they can't communicate out to, but they're also still friends in a way. So they just have like different opinions on each other most of the time. Yeah, Jasper just like a fucking genderqueer butch, cause V's like she's probably lesbian with weird gender, honestly, weird gender identity in a way. He explained about her gender once, but I forgot why he wrote it, cause V doesn't save anything he writes. So the thing is that I have to force him to save it, or I have to be in the co-front and send it to myself, so he actually has the all shit written down. Now, I really put the please do not draw interacting with others, even with CBCs. Unless if it's Amy, honestly. Height chart, and then the fucking notes. This is really all I did for last night, chat. I don't think I did much. I did Evren's profile too, and that's about it. And then really need links for Evren, except none of my friends have human personas or trusonas. So I can't put anyone. My friends all removed their personas from the fucking R5 from last year, so I couldn't link it anymore. Sorry for screaming, but I need to scream about this. This is basically how I look like in real life. This is how I look like when I go to school. This is how I look like if I were to be cooler. This is how I would dress at home. Except sometimes I'm naked at home. Except I'm not now, but you know. Let me read the chat. Meryl is the perfect height for Jasper 2D viewing. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're fucking right. You're so right about that, actually. That's literally them. I wonder what perfect height V is though. Perfect, perfect to get her face slapped real hard with someone's palm, I guess. And we have the free reign. I'm gonna delete this image, but it's too nostalgic, so I'm keeping it for a few more months. Oh boy, the old days. The old days. And I have this cool little image of Comet featuring a little bit of Pure in the background. But I just needed an image that isn't my art to put in the background, so I chose this of Comet. have the R5 2025 tag. The system broken so... I wrote this wrongly. Why is it an arrow? Oh my god. And I just like put all of my shit over here. My terms of service and everything. And I put that the BSR should only be an intro, and we have something about my stupid fucking wish list. And I'm gonna stare at this nostalgic image again. I love this team though, the purple and yellow. I think Gree really hated it, but I don't know, man. I saw the appeal in it, sort of. Okay, and I should hop back onto almost 508 already to draw again. So what I draw now, I seriously don't know. I'm gonna name it as Sakita. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be irritating about this one, but I'm gonna have to show you my gem sona. Showing chat my gem sona to horrify them a little bit. I forgot to show it on my iPad, so I'm just gonna like on my laptop me. So I'm gonna do it on my iPad, but I removed the NSFW reference from Perrine because I thought it was pretty useless to receive anything if it's not freaky anyways. I hate this guy so much. It's so ugly. So I just like placed it in the... I do not prioritize receiving all the Perry's gem version because I have beef with my gem version. I put intro preference really big, loud, there. It's just right there. Should I tag Steven Universe down here or should I just like not put it there? Wait, that'd be pretty cool. Hypothetically, what gem would yours be? I'm really curious to know. Okay, if I were to make a prediction, I feel like yours would either be a Paradox, Pearl, or Amethyst. I have to make 3 guesses because I'm too stupid to figure out which one might be the most correct answer. Oh no, so what kind of gem placing would you think you would have? You know, there's actually personalities behind gem placements. I think the naval placings like the one where you're just like really kind of turning in something, which is, I think if Cypher's a gem, he would have a naval placing, I think. Yeah. Sometimes I just like randomly assign random Steven Universe related things to my OCs because I think it's funny. I have this like really cringe thing I drew yesterday, and I just realized that my gem sona is really horrible and I don't want to look at my gem sona ever again. So I'll never draw my gem sona of Lapis again. So fortunately, yeah. And I know like, I think gems with like hand placement are like leaders in general. I forgot. And head placements ones are like usually more intelligent, if I'm right. I forgot about eye placement once. I watched the video, like a whole analysis on that because I was like dead obsessed, but you know. Oh yeah, I remember I had a podium sona. Cool, yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. What is the gem placement again? I forgot about that. But I'm like really intrigued by gem placements in general. Although like whenever I see videos that cover gem placements, I've never seen anyone cover like the back gem placement before. But it's actually like the one I'm most intrigued about because I didn't see enough of it. Oh yeah, and how's the redesign going for the verified version of your old gem sona? The one that you're gonna ship with the Rainbow 2.0? Because I occasionally still think about that design if I'm gonna be honest. I occasionally think about it and wonder how that design's doing. Okay, look, I don't know what to draw right now. Crystal quartz. I have no clue what a crystal quartz is. A clear quartz or... Because crystal is what quartzes are classified as, I think. At least it's in real life, I'm not sure. But like... You gave up on the design! It's so sad. I wanted to see Rainbow 2.0 Yaoi. Oh, that's fair. I have still no got no clue what the fuck a crystal quartz is because crystal and quartz probably mean the same thing. I think quartz is just crystal is just like an umbrella term and quartz is under it because quartz is a type of crystal, like clear quartz, rose quartz. I think jaspers are also considered under quartz. I forgot, but I didn't study deep enough for this. I don't have the neurodivergence when it comes to interests and stuff. I'm really shallow. I just collect crystals because it's cool. I just have like the most clear quartz, rose quartz, and amethyst in my house because I just feel like it. Because those are like probably the safest crystals for me to own, and they're also my favorites basically. The default quartz is probably just a clear quartz, I'd say. That's something I have like a heap of at my home, and it's basically like what my neighbor told me to keep when I first started out like crystal keeping in real life. So yeah, bro's basic. I'm sillying around, but how many gemstones do you have? I'm still curious actually. I don't know what to draw right now, but like, oh my god. I should probably just like draw one of the OCs for fun. Should I? Actually, I probably can. But you know, like I have like my own OCs to draw, and I don't draw them. Actually, no, fuck. I'm gonna draw Cherry because I feel like it. I feel like I don't give her enough love, so I have to draw Cherry. I can draw like Pierre and the gang another day, but honestly, yeah, when I was sketching, I was planning to draw Kelsey. Close enough. I need a new icon for Cherry because like I'm just like gonna like open her on a different tab and just reference it. Okay. Who gave me a like? Yay. Cherry's really fun of a design. I don't know why I didn't draw her more often. Oh, and I also need a new pairing for Cherry. I'm trying to find a new pair for Cherry. But I'm like struggling anyways. Why did I have this like flip thingy when I did references back then? It's horrible. Just gonna like stare at this icon of her and just like, yeah. I don't like to open references on my canvas unfortunately, so yeah. How the fuck do I draw Cherry's hair again? Oh, it's like... I'm finally getting to join the scene rounds honestly. It's good. Exist in the void of abandonment. I still don't get it. Default course. 13-year-old me wanted to be special. Hey, honestly, that's fair. But you also just sort of became the most basic default quartz you can ever be while trying to be special. That's the joke. Clear quartz are amazing. They might be like pretty simple, but they're like sort of like the foundation of like owning crystals in general. So in a real life context, yes, I find crystal quartz pretty rad to keep. I have one in my bedroom actually, and I have like one um one cluster like up there on my little shelf, cause I offer crystals to deities like most of the time. So I don't know how to pronounce that word, but you know, like worshipping stuff. That's why I have like a huge amount of rose quartz they just laying around in my room because it's mostly for worshipping Aphrodite in a way. Cause yeah, it's literally like sort of the crystal of love. And I might just be abnormal about crystals whenever I can. I love being abnormal about crystals whenever I can. Honestly, I feel like if I figured out about Steven Universe when I'm younger, I probably would have liked it because I really loved crystals a lot when I was younger, and especially rose quartz. Rose quartzes are like my favorite crystal, and I know that for years I actually yearned to own a rose quartz in my house. I finally got to do so last year, so I was like, whoa, yeah, that's really cool. Okay, honestly, I don't know why, but whenever I draw with this brush, it makes my art look like ten times better. But I just hate drawing this brush at the same time because it makes things like really shit ass hard to do. Like I hate coloring this brush, as you can probably like see my struggles with the Lumine and wait no, not the Lunaris. Fuck, it's Lunaris and Pure. I'm such a fake fan. I'm so sorry, Luna. Luna, I love you. Please don't cancel me on Twitter if you're real in another universe. That was a joke. Keep on mixing up Lumine and Lunaris's names because they're like two sibling coded. Two sibling pale. I just like see them as each other a lot of the time. Wait, you should totally have like a Peridot gemstone, honestly. I considered making mine an amethyst, but the color purple doesn't really like speak to me, and I feel like having an amethyst OC that has the same gem placement as the infamous amethyst that we all know would feel like too much of a ripoff. And I was just like, I wanted like a gemstone that is the character-based character of my pre-existing persona. Oh, and fun fact, if Ebery Leafy Halos was a gem, Eber would be a rose quartz, I think. Weird enough, yeah. This is probably tied to the fact that I said, pink is probably like the most Eber associated color. In terms of like internally, Eber's lore character is most associated with the color pink. So I'd say like a rose quartz sounds just about right. We honestly, if we have a Paradox Sona, it'd be really cool. Honestly, I never even like draw our Sonas together interacting. Wait, we can make them friends. Ha. That's one question. I'm gonna be like an... I'm gonna be like a little bit annoying, but would your Paradox be an Era 1 or Era 2 and... Or... And how old basically, and also... I still don't understand the Era 1 and Era 2, but I only made my Sona in Era 1 because I wanted to have a taller Paradox. Because I heard that Era 2 Paradox are really short because they were running out of materials to make them, I think. And that's why they have those limb thingies. Why do I know so much about the lore, but I just like, I'm not tuned into actually finishing the show. It's diabolical, actually. Let me read the chat again. Yeah. It's funny how your buff does a purple gem. I love purple. And mine's a green gem, you're green, enjoy it. Wait, yeah, I actually noticed that like weeks ago. Wait, no, 1 or 2 weeks ago, but I didn't know how to like bring up that fact to you like randomly because I didn't know how to phrase it properly. Unfortunately, due to my lack of knowledge on the Steven Universe world building and not knowing when Era 1 and Era 2 existed or something, I just like sort of... I didn't like write down Perrine's age, but actually I did already like sort of planned out for Perrine to be like 5,000 years old. Not old. I'm just gonna like assume that's when Era 1 happens, but I seriously have no clue either. I just like wanted Perrine to be Era 1 because I think it'd be cool. Sure. I have like the most random things that happen to me like all the time. So yeah, sorta. I still find it funny though. Yeah, and fun fact, my dad's birthday is also in August. So that's cool, I guess. It's one random fact. Not a random realization, because I already knew that. Oh yeah, and I wanted to say that I wanted to make, not Perrine, Kimiko's birthday in August, solely because of the Peridot thingy, and I think like Peridots in general, like in real life, the gem's supposed to like sort of be a representation of like wisdom in a way, so, and Kimiko's like the smart kind of character, so I sort of want to like make her like an August baby. Except I couldn't find a day for Kimiko's birthday yet. Mostly, the only reason why my Sona has limb enhancers is because it's really hard to draw fingers, so I gave my Sona those. And feet too, so yeah, that's why. I like to think that my Sona is Era 1, but still whereas limb enhancers just look tall and cooler, because it has like an inferiority complex and afraid to look short or something, so yeah. But unfortunately, the gem version of Perrine is the only version of Perrine that will ever be taller than Lapis, which I think is funny. But I gotta switch things around a little bit. Okay, I think I'm doing Cherry's design pretty much correctly most of the time now. And yeah, honestly, that's one of the reasons I gave Perrine enhancers. The other one's just like, I just can't draw limbs, that's why. Properly. But I think if our system had like a collective gemstone, I think we would probably have an amethyst one because of our birthstone, but I don't know. I don't think I'm that invested in Steven Universe to want to make more than one gemstone. And I only made Perrine a gem because I was bored and I was like, and I've just been thinking about, you know, me if I was a gem kind of thingy. Wait, amethyst more than before? Was it like in the spaceship thingy? I forgot. I have never really seen it before, but I think I sort of remember the mention of it. I'm not sure though, haha. Another random realization that I have for chat is that common is purple, pure is green, and they're like the colors of our birthstones too. So I think that's pretty funny. Another realization, but this one's like at least a month old, if not even longer, is that Pierre and Comet has like the same age difference between the same age difference as both us too. So in a way, the one reason why I was actually really connected to this duo was that it's sort of like seeing our younger selves interact in a way, but they're not really us in a way. They don't really represent us, but you know, like seeing them interact is like sort of like nostalgic to our friendship in a way, considering since I remember meeting you when I was like 11 or something. So yeah, that's one another fun fact. That one was stuck in my brain for like a long time. And I didn't like tell anyone about that random realization slash. It's probably like pretty crystal clear already. Ha crystal. Haha crystal gem. Sorry. But yeah, it's like yeah, I think it's pretty rad. Oh, and just for a random note on a future occasion is that something I plan to have like an iteration of our friendship in the BSRH. I'm not sure how, but I'm gonna like eventually code it into one of my OC's friendships. I'm not sure. Yeah, Cherry looks hot now. Yay. Nearing the end of the series, the crystal gems are trying to blend in with the other homo gems at a party with the diamonds present. So Amethyst War Limb Enhancers trying to blend in. Yeah, wait, that would be pretty cool. Except I don't know. I don't think I have any OCs who are suitable for that for now. I don't have any ideas for that. Ow, ow, my tummy. Ow, my god. Chat, do you think I should probably need to take a shit or something? Ow. Ow! I'm in pain. Anyways, who cares, chat? That always happens. Who am I kidding? Yeah, honestly, that would be really rad, and that's like a concept I've been thinking for a while now, in a way. Because the BSR is like sort of like an embodiment of like most relationships that I've been in, whether it's a friendship, relationship, whether if it's like past or present, I want to like just write it in because it's sort of like supposed to be a series that relates to not only me but like people that I know too in a way. Oh, and I forgot. Yesterday I promised my friend I was gonna give them Lunaris autism lore, but I forgot to like tell them or write down the lore because I just like my mind went blank when I was trying to write for Lunaris. I think I've been having like creative block for the longest time and it's horrible. But I've been like pretty much working on Luna's lore in my head a lot. No pun intended. No system joke related at all. But yeah. Oh yeah, I love Cherry. Oh my god, she's so hot. Sorry, the demon spoke. I love Cherry. I don't know why I don't pay enough attention to Cherry because I think she's pretty neat. Honestly, if I'm actually feeling up to it, I might ship her with Asha. My OC Asha. I don't know, man, but like, the thing is that I don't have enough like OCs that are attracted to men at Cherry's age. Or something. I don't know. Or like into someone who's like gay in a way. Or no, enough men or male aligned characters around Cherry's age. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I love Cherry. Yeah. I'm still trying to think about the BSR friendship that is us Coda. Honestly, I think Saf and Alex might just be our closest bet, if I were to be honest. But except I'm trying to think of something that's just completely based on my characters only. Oh yeah, but me and Ren and Orin, wait no, Ren and Orin are like friends, but Orin's actually based off one of my really horrible exes in 2022. That's one example. Orin's solely based off a person that gave me bad memories. Comet is an ex persona I made for one of my exes. Emmett and Ren's relationship was like really toxic, and they were based off one of me and my exes too. That was like a breakup I had last year. So I pretty much just have like a representation of everything in there. Every single horrific life event of mine. I can't believe I don't draw Cherry enough. I love Cherry. And I've been saying this like a bazillion times, so yeah, anyways. She's gorgeous. I love Cherry. I'm gonna continue fagging about Cherry because I don't know why, but she's just so pretty. I don't know which is the correct version of her. Like, which one is the... I don't even know which is the correct version. Where's the spot supposed to be? Because everyone draws them in a different position, including myself and I. So where the fuck is Cherry's spot, I think? I don't know. I think it's gonna be on the other eye, this eye. Why did I actually do like inverted reference sheets in the past? It's so annoying actually. I hate my old self. Why'd I do this? Oh yeah, she's so cool. I love my Scene Grounds characters. I don't know why I stopped being invested in this series after a while, because it's honestly one of the best written ones I got out there. Especially Sav and Kizuko, I have been dumping them aside for like such a long time. I feel like I should probably try to bring them back. So honestly start to feel terrible for ignoring Sav and Kizuko's lore, honestly. But yeah, sort of my school just gave me burnout in a way. I don't want to work on them anymore and it made me depressed. Anyways, haha. Haha. Trauma dumping on stream, my favorite thing! Honestly, I really love Cherry's design. I didn't know why Scar didn't buy it and wanted to sell it the way. Because I thought she's one of my favorite designs that Scar ever made, honestly. I really love Cherry. An abnormal amount. Her colors are lovely and all, and I'm really surprised I didn't draw her enough, but that doesn't matter now because I'm actually drawing her for once. And I feel like the next time I'm free again, I'll probably be drawing Roxy. Because Roxy is another one of my characters that doesn't get enough art, which I feel bad for. Oh my god, I have to tell one of the head guys to shut the hell up. Tazi just said that Cherry's like period blood colored. Oh my god. Well, Tazi, guess what? You're also period blood colored. You're not escaping the period blood allegations. Okay, chat. I forgot if I ever like did anything with Saif's lore, but I forgot. Was his birthday like 17th of September again? Because I actually did forget, unironically forget Saif's birthday. But I remember I gave him a birthday very clearly. I remember doing so. I forgot. I only remember Kizuko's was on the 23rd of December. Kizuko's definitely December, baby. And Saif this, well, September, I guess. I don't know. Everyone in my server disagreed that Saif should be a September baby, so I just like went with Saif September. September, basically. I remember hearing the September pun. I forgot who made it. One of the people on my server, you know. Made a Saif September pun, and I was like, okay, Saif is September will be perfect. And then we have Kimiko, who's gonna be an August baby, because I want to have. Because Kimiko being so paradox vibe, and also because like I'd say like even to the extent that like an actual real paradox in real life would be resembled in resemblance to her, even though I'd say Kimiko's color palette reminds me of an emerald more in a way, but I'd say that it doesn't really hurt to associate her with paradox, considering that she's designed primarily based off two characters that are really paradox coded. One of them being paradox itself, but yeah. Marcy and Paradox sort of have like a really similar vibe, and I really love the both of them. They're definitely like favorites of mine. They aren't like top favorites of mine, but like I just really love them. I think they're like really just amazing characters in general. No, I don't know why, but I think it's been like years that I've been trying to convince my friends to watch Amphibia, and I still haven't like managed to convince them. I have like two friends who I've been trying to convince to watch it, but like they haven't. But it's a really, really fucking amazing show, cause it is one of the few queer cartoons that didn't actually get fucking cancelled in the middle of the way. It actually had like potential to finish and all, and it was like really great. And I honestly just like really stand the entire concept of Mossy Wu just existing, because you know, originally she wasn't like written to be any form of neurodivergent coded, but the creator actually listened to like sort of like the fandom's like the fandom just like mentioning that she's heavily autistic coded, and then she was made to be canonically autistic at the end. So which I think was like really rad, considering honestly she was like the first neurodivergent representation I've ever seen in media. So even though I might not be autistic, but I just love seeing neurodivergent representation in any form of media in a way. Like, yeah, it really holds a special place in my heart, in a sense. So yeah, I really love Amphibia. They even have like lesbians in there. No, so the fact that everyone in the main cast, in the main trio, basically has like something fucking confirmed in them. Now we have like canon sapphic, canon bisexual, and canon autistic, so we sort of have like the holy trinity. But I'm pretty sure that the fandom has been yearning for like the canonically autistic character to be confirmed as like queer at the same time too, because she's like honestly really queer coded to me in this also in a way, and also because Polycule, it's like really common to ship them as a Polycule, and I love Polycule so much. So yes, I think about them sometimes. I think Amphibia is like one of my favorite queer cartoons I ever watched. And I'm never gonna be shutting up about it. In fact, I'm gonna be mentioning to my friends like once in the blue moon. In almost every conversation about queer representation in cartoons, I just like, casually bring up Amphibia. Yeah. Anyways, let me read the chat. An adventuring because of adventuring HSR. Wait, oh yeah, I think amethyst can be pink too. That's one funny thing. It shocked me, but I saw it on the Crystal website once. No, but Purple Aventurine sounds pretty rad. I've never seen it. I might just have to search it for myself later to just like give a little gander at how it looks. I think it sounds pretty cool, man. I also really love crystals in general. I have like sort of like a little obsession with crystals, and I feel like being a Steven Universe fan sort of didn't help with that because I really love just generally reading about crystals. I even contemplated wanting to buy a book about crystals, but yeah. I'm gonna hopefully see if there are any books about crystals eventually and just like get it. But yeah. And also of course buy more crystals literally. Eventually I will. But I honestly don't know much about the aventurine crystal. I just think it looks really cool. Yes, like that eberine color and I like it. So that's about the aventurine that I know, and honestly. Honestly, yeah, that's fair. I say aventurine or probably just like Suchu. It even is a cool name, I mean. And I'm not surprised you're choosing a purple crystal. Honestly, unfortunately, the only purple crystal I know is amethyst. Cause that's like that is the one crystal I have in abundance in my own house. My very own grounds house. Yeah. I don't know many purple crystals. I think erythrite is also purple. Yeah, if that name sounds really fucking familiar to you, that's because my friend named himself after Crystal. So yeah. I think erythrite is like a dark shade of purple, I forgot. But honestly, just one totally not random question. Um, if wait, how am I gonna shade Cherry's hair first of all? Never mind. Anyways, but my question was that, if you could own a crystal, what crystal would you own? Honestly, like a real life crystal, like a dreamy crystal, basically, a crystal you're to own. If you're interested in owning crystals, or in another universe, if you're actually interested in owning crystals, what would you choose in a way? Hypothetical question. Purple Jasper? There's a purple Jasper? Oh yeah, purple agate. I think agate has like almost every single fucking color, cause like I've just seen like every single agate color honestly. Why does agate have everything? Um Chara and purple aventurine. I'd say you kind of give me like a purple aventurine or purple Jasper kind of vibe. I don't know why, but I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, I had that fucking random question. I like to ask people about crystals because it's just my favorite thing to do. I have to ask my real life friends too, honestly. I want to know their answers now. It just makes me curious all of a sudden. I love asking stupid questions. I even once made my friends do a BSRH ranking, rank the top 5 characters. They haven't done their ranks yet, but yeah, I just recently told them that I want to see a rank for fun. Oh yeah. And while you're at it, if you ever want to rank the BSRH characters and stuff, feel free to. Honestly, I feel like I kind of want to ask my server for a scene grounds ranking for top 3. But I'm really curious to hear it. I know Saf is probably gonna be in everyone's top 3, but like, I'm still like really curious to hear who the other two might be. Honestly, I do not know what my dreamy gem would be in a way. Or crystal, I have no clue. I don't know what I want to own, but I do know that I definitely want to own a book, a handbook about like crystals before I get into this shit, cause like there's some things that are too powerful to be owned or something. I just I only know that I from my friend that okay, I do hear that green crystals are generally like much stronger. They're not really beginner friendly, and especially yellow, cause yellow's the one for like mostly fortune stuff. I know nothing about yellow crystals, thank God. But yeah, I also know that malachite's a really strong crystal in general, and basically you have to be like really experienced to just keep it in general, cause like you'll probably fuck up, cause like it radiates a really strong energy. Which now thinking about it, and then when my friend mentioned that fact, I just can't stop but thinking about like the Malachite from Steven Universe. I'm like, yeah, this is all thought out, wasn't it? I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm seeing the connection now, sort of, in a way. No wonder Malachite was actually pretty fucking strong. You know, the thing is that I feel like getting to Steven Universe sort of heightened my interest in crystals. I don't know whether I should live for this or not. Hold up, I have to check my dad texted me or not. Hold up. Important question. Oh, he didn't text me yet. Oh, he probably left his workplace already. He leaves at about 5:45 or 5:50. I think it's only 5:43 now, but he's probably leaving soon. Cause I have to meet up with him somewhere outside later. Cause I had to buy a luggage just for my trip. Cause our luggage is all broke. Suitcase or something. They all fucking broke, so we need a new one. And I need one to store my stuff because we're going for 11 days. So we need to bring two to the venue, which sucks. I have to pee again, chat. I drank a lot of water. Okay, back from peeing. Ooh. You should honestly just make a sauna as that in that case. It's very rare. Personally, my favorite crystal is amethyst, which I already have like a bunch of, so it will be really hard for me to come up with something that I want to buy more of. I do sort of have a reason why I own like certain crystals. I think clear crystals because they're just like the default and they're amazing. Clear quartz basically. And I own amethyst because it's always been like my number one favorite crystal in general. And I'm really glad that I've been given like a lot of it and I've like bought it before. And I'd say one of my top few being rose quartz also sort of makes sense because I mostly just purchase the rose quartz for offerings and stuff. Cause yeah, it's amazing. But honestly, if I could like own a different kind of crystal in my home, I think I might probably want to like eventually own some lapis lazuli. But I feel like I haven't done enough research or I don't know anything about blue crystals in general, so I probably shouldn't like fucking mess with it or like get any until I have a handbook on what it does and actually read that thoroughly before buying one. And also, cause it's really hard to find any lapis lazuli where I'm at. I don't know why, but I can go into a crystal shop and I never find a single lapis. But I find like a huge amount of like any other crystal that I'm that I probably won't be buying or don't even know about. Oh yeah, speaking of crystals, I do have like a. I remember I went to like a crystal shop recently when I got my quartzes that like uh not too long ago. They have like free pamphlets there that were crystal guides, and I forgot to take pictures to like show it to my server, but I have but it was really cool. I just kept it in there generally. I just kept it in my cabinet. It's even like made of like plastic, so it's cool. Those guides will never like get crusty or get ruined in a way. I love that. Ooh, it's so cool. I think my first crystal was a clear quartz. Because it was a gift from my neighbor who said he has too many crystals and he doesn't know who to give them to. So he just keeps a bunch, and eventually when I got more into the crystal fad, he gave me like a heap of rose quartz and amethyst because I told him like those were my two favorites. So I just sort of have those. A fun fact, since we're already on sort of on the topic of crystals, uh, the fauna family has like canonically they are rich and they have like at least thousands worth of lapis lazuli in their home. That is one of the most obscure like fauna family lore that I have. That I have never like really dropped it anywhere because I think it was like really funny to just like casually just drop that somewhere in a way. But yeah, I like to think that Kimiko probably has like a bracelet made out of lapis lazuli, and it's probably a gift from either Lunaris or Lumine, depending who I want to write it about. But yeah, I can either make it angsty or cute, I guess. And another fact about the fauna family is that you know that how Lumine has a necklace that is shaped like a water droplet. You'd probably think it's made of lapis, but it isn't. It's actually a fake, like you know, like a decoy gem necklace that was a gift from Lunaris. Because Lunaris is like this all for funsies, and I'd say that Lunaris got it for her as a birthday gift. So yes, um, that's another fun fact. I'm dropping my fauna family fun facts in exchange. I think it's funny. Oh yeah. Um, what I want to mention again? Hold on. I should probably drink something. I'm really thirsty again. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Oh yeah, I finally remember what I wanted to say was that now we're hopping back onto the topic of OCs again. Since you know I sort of have like an obsession with a certain pink lion OC that you have. So this is my invitation to any character links. Yeah, that's my question. Been wanting to ask that for like a week already, but I just kept my mouth shut, slashed it, and didn't bring it up. But yeah. I've been thinking, and honestly, I've like multiple times looked at my characters and wanting to like just suggest the link, but I also don't know who anyway, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna use my brain power for that. And then also with V stealing all of our brain's power by thinking about useless things, I don't have enough brain power to develop my own OC lore or suggest new character links, so I just fucking left it as it is. I was like, yeah, alright, I'm not gonna think about my OCs, but yeah, I have to develop enough Constelliq lore and headcanons before our fight, so that's one struggle that I currently have. But I'll leave that for like future me to deal with. I'm not gonna deal with it now. But I do eventually have to write some Constelliq lore so I can get like artifact attacks related to it. It's just that I don't know what kind of things they'd be doing. Or stuff. I don't know I do not know what really like broke in me, but I just eventually forgot how to. I just casually forgot how to develop OC lore, and it's been like hogging my mind. It's been like already over a month, and it's like sort of like bothering me at the back of my head, like because I was so locked in school projects, I genuinely forgot how to think about OCs. Anyways, let me read the chat. Googling the thought of Sky being Steven CBC and me having Leo Roslin being CBC is Steven parents. I've thought about that like um ever since Sky's creation. I've been like giggling at it occasionally. I'd say I think it'd be pretty funny if they were like friends, but I feel like their age difference is like so big. I don't know what would they would have in common genuinely. Like imagine being like, oh yay, Sky, by the way, we're getting married next week. And then Sky's like, oh, I have my finals and my teacher is scolding me again or something. They're like not gonna have aligned um life things going on, which is yeah, which I think would be pretty funny. Wait, no, but what is even funnier is that what if we have like, what if they're like online friends and stuff, and they're like those parental online friends kind of thing, and you just like you guys are like so separated in some sense. It's like your conversations on the day to day will probably sound like oh yeah, how are your finals going? And the next one is like, oh yeah, how is it like raising kids? It just sounds like that. Honestly, when you have like older friends. Except I don't have friends that old, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I have friends where I just like talk about their nieces and nephews with, which is funny as heck. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like one young I guess. But I think based off Sky's personality, I think he'd get along with older people in general pretty well. If that is a plan to actually unironically make them know each other, I do not mind it. Also, I feel like Sky just gets along with anyone. Anyone that's like practical to get along with, basically. As long as you're like not a bitch, I feel like this guy just like, alright, cool. Me and the oomph now. I think that's how you pronounce like one of my friends, the abbreviation. I don't care actually. That's personally how I pronounce it. Me and the oomphy. I feel like Sky probably wouldn't use the word the abbreviation OMF though. I feel like Sky would think it's cringe and like really chronically online to use that. But um I feel like Comet definitely use it a lot, and then Sky's just like gonna side eye and be like, Chat, do you see that? That's my fucking boyfriend. But anyways, I'm gonna close one eye because I love him or something. It's probably how it's gonna go. Yeah. Yeesh. Okay, let me read the chat neighbors. If Leo didn't live in the van slash RV. That's silly. I don't even know what kind of house Sky lives in or like what kind of family Sky has. But okay, you know what? I've been thinking of this one thing recently. What if Amy and Sky see each other as siblings and wait no. Imagine Jasper, Amy and Sky being a trio and they see each other as like siblings in a way. Except I don't know how they would actually meet though, so that's like lore for future me to think about, but I've just been thinking about making them three like see each other as siblings and they're just like sillies and stuff, and Jasper and Amy would like do stupid things often, and Sky's just like, dude, even a 15-year-old is more mature than you. What the hell? I say that Sky definitely is more thought out than most of his peers, whether older or younger than him, so he's just like casually sighing at his friends making poor decisions. I feel like Amy definitely has like a hoarding or a spending issue in some way, and Sky's just like, no, Amia, do not buy it. Do not buy it. You might have a job, but you need to save money. money isn't free or something something. Something you need to track expenses. Well, I'm just projecting it honestly because I suck at spending, so I'm just like, yeah. Okay, wait, no, this would be funny if Jasper was like really thrifty and Jasper and Amy are just like on two sides of the coin. It'd be funny as hell. I just suddenly thought of that. I'm thinking of whether I should upload Sky to art file. I'm honestly most likely gonna be doing it, but I'm not sure yet. But there's a high chance I'm actually gonna be going through with that. So that is just a random fact to mention. Okay, I'm really proud of this one. Slash 0 5 slash 2 5 5. Fuck! I wrote 4. Mostly I'm gonna have to move the watermark here because I want the date to be visible. Yay, new cherry art. We win. Oh yeah, I definitely got that vibe too. I low-key got that vibe. Because I was like, oh yeah, I remember Roslyn was linked to them. Is Roslyn linked to Caroline again? I forgot. You know, I'm gonna have to upload Cherry's fucking image first before I remember that. But yeah, I love Roslyn a lot. Do you think Roslyn will hang out with the scene grounds in a way? Or at least just visit the bar occasionally in an acquainted manner? Okay, fun fact, Saf is like the little sibling of Scene Grounds because he's like officially the youngest member. I mean, like, he's freshly into adulthood. And everyone there is like 23 and above. So yeah, they're like all 23 to 25 in a way. Saf and his older lesbian friends, and that one 21-year-old twink, which is probably the closest to his age he'll ever get to. Because all of his friends are too old. Rain and Angel definitely visit the bar, but I don't think Rain would work at a bar though. I don't know. Would Rain work at a bar? I have to think about Rain's lore. I just brought her back like a few months ago. But I love drawing Rain, honestly. I only have like 20 more minutes to draw before I probably have to head out and meet my fucking dad. But probably only going with Leo since Leo's into that kind of scene of music. Oh my god, yay! Wait, what if, do you think Leo would have any connections to my OCs? Yoo-hoo. Ooh, that is rad. I'm sorry for tweaking out, but I love anything Scene Grounds related. I don't know, man, but like, I think that today is just an unlucky day to have too many man-hating lesbians in the Scene Grounds. I don't know, but because like majority of the cast works in that, um, you know, the women's section in a way. Because I'd say that the Scene Grounds bar has like a general area and a, you know, like a really sapphic area in general. You know, like in general. I don't know why, but they just have that. I think Saf works in the general, but he occasionally walks into that section. But I'd say like his older co-workers tend to work in the lesbian sectors more often, especially Roxy. Roxy just hates men for some reason. Ooh. Yo, that's so cool, man. I can't wait to draw them in a bar if I feel like it. actually don't have much scene grounds lore, I guess. If we're talking about the same bar, but I say Kimiko sort of has a similar vibe. Kimiko isn't really like a bar person. She prefers like going to conventions and all instead of like hanging out at bars or like just like basically just like artist meetups and meeting up with other content creators. So Kimiko only visits the bar to accompany Saif because she really loves Saif, I guess. And she just gets drunk with Saif in general. Oh yeah, but Jasper definitely goes to scene grounds like a fuck ton. That's how she and Saif became friends. I like to think that Jasper eventually works in scene grounds. I guess Meryl visits the scene grounds extremely often. That's how she and Jasper met, basically. Because Meryl really likes just like drinking alcohol. That is canon to my lore. Yeah. So that's how they officially meet. They just hit it off. Considering like Jasper just like goes to scene grounds for the lesbian section really often. She just like hits up on almost everyone. She's probably like kissed every single scene grounder before. Honestly, yeah. I think they vibe with trans mass. I'd say Hasbin is the least man hater or man haters in all way. Joked about that. But yeah, Hasbin is probably Hasbin's also transmasculine, so yeah, probably would vibe with that the most. Yeah, Kinori also occasionally visits the bar, but she's just there for Hasbin only. She doesn't really like drinking because of bad experiences. Sometimes I forget Kinori and Kimiko are actually siblings. Yeah. But honestly, I'd say when Roxy is the man hater, I'd say she probably only hates misogynistic men or like just generally cisgender men because like she would hate a man who would understand like the experience of like, you know, living as a woman in a way. Or like generally like trans mass people like Roxy's like pretty much chill with her brother who's like an agender trans man. Cause like he understands his stuff and also I forgot to give like Callahan lore but it's not really that relevant anyways, but Callahan's like basically the number one like woman defender in the BSRH that isn't anyway a woman. So he's just there for the girls, I guess. And just defends them with his life. Yeah, so honestly, when I say like men hater, I say Mina's like probably the most skeptical about um meeting masculine aligned people. Actually no, was it Roxy or Mina? I forgot. Either one of those, but I don't think they would mind if they're like a friend of a friend in a way. Or if someone else gets comfortable around them before they do, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, my friend vibes with this person, so I'm gonna like, so I'm gonna be chill with them too. And since Leo isn't like fully a man and also like, anyone who isn't like, um, cis, they'd probably vibe with too in a way. I mean, no one in the scene grounds is cisgender, I think. Okay, so now thinking of like all of my OCs now, characters that visit the scene grounds, I'd say that. Okay, I don't know how Leo's personality is like, but if I had to make a wild judgment of who Leo is most likely to talk to, I would say probably Roxy. Or Cecily, actually. Probably Cecily. I need to do like Cecily lore, but yeah, she's linked to Cody. Cody visits like the scene grounds occasionally. I have to draw Cody again. I love him. He's so traumatized. I love him a lot. There's a lot of Cody lore at this point in the stage. A lot of them is like generally related to him being trans. And also, you know, his little situationship that died. Sometimes I occasionally just think about Cody and Kana Yaoi and I just like remember that Kana's canonically dead and I'm just like sad about it. At some point the demon sort of wanted me to just make Kana actually alive in a way. Like revive him because he actually pretty much had like a potential to be like a good character for the scene grounds. Or like to be friends with my OCs in a way. He would be a good addition to the scene grounds if he wasn't dead, but he's just like dead. He just like has like a grown up version that I made for justice because I was just like upset that he couldn't transition. So I just like oh, okay, fine. I have to make an adult version of you where you're happy and everything and live. My first and probably only canonically dead character. Oh yeah, Lunaris has a dead mother. Sky doesn't have parents. Those are two more lore crumbs you can eat, I guess. And I think I'm just join the Kelsey now, cause haha. I love joining the Kelsey. I like to give her like eyes that just look up in a way. It's like funny. And on a random note, I think that Kelsey and Kimiko might sort of like have like I think they probably seem like they would have something in common. Like this the same party vibe, I guess. I don't know, but they give me the same similar vibe in a way. But unfortunately, I think that any character that is directly associated with Pure probably wouldn't be able to get along Kimiko in a way. I don't know. I feel like they probably have like some sort of differences in a way, in a sense. But I don't know. Like the only reason why Kame and Kimiko got along is because they. I like to think that Kimiko's like, who the fuck is Pure? Whenever someone like brings up about Pure's existence in any form of sense. Like just imagine that in like a really horrified, pathetic voice, cause she's like having the FOMO, fear of missing out, and she just doesn't know who the fuck Pure is. But apparently everyone at the dining table talks about Pure at the family gathering, and she just doesn't know who the fuck it is. That's how I imagine it, at least. Like, oh yeah, that's also how Coven acts. Basically, Coven's like, who the fuck is this Pure you guys talking about? I've never seen that before. I'm doodling Kelsey because I'm bored and I don't think I have the time to draw like real stuff within 20 minutes, unfortunately, to pull out with my Kelsey doodle. This brush is so fun. Why did I stop using it for a short amount of time, honestly? But honestly, I think I'm gonna be making like Kimiko and Amy are friends, so they're sort of like the Pure and Kelsey 2.0. I think they're like just them in a different font in my eyes. At least it's like how I see them sometimes. I mean, they're purple and green duo again. Purple and green. Haha. Yeah, I know. Kelsey is so fun to do though. I love drawing Kelsey. Kelsey was one of my favorite designs in the adoptable batch. And she's also like the one that I priced at the highest price, I think. Because I actually like the design. And then I'm not selling, so I just like drop the price and stuff. I think I gave you Kelsey for like something, I forgot. One of the OCs that I got from you, I think was like a character trait or something. And you're like, you wanted a Kelsey, and I was like, okay, cool, thanks for taking my fucking adoptables. I don't want them anyways. Bosnia was like really surprised you actually wanted Kelsey because he didn't seem like the type of character that you would keep in a way. The kind of aesthetic that of a character that you own typically. So I was just like, whoa, surprise, surprise. But yeah, I'm really glad that Kelsey has a good home, and I really enjoyed making the reference sheet for you back then. Well, I think the anatomy is really chopped now, but it's okay, I guess. It wasn't too bad. I love drawing the characters and mulets. Anyways. Oh yeah, and spoilers for Lunaris lore that I haven't dropped yet would be that Luna has like a dead father, but she has like a mom alive and she's in contact with her mom. But she was like basically left up for adoption to the Fauna family because her mom was like struggling with depression at the time of grieving and she couldn't take care of Lunaris, so she gave Lunaris up for adoption to the Fauna family basically because she knew that the Fauna family would sort of be like better for her in a way. Oh no, wait, no. Actually, she didn't know that Lunaris went to the Faunas. She just left Lunaris in adoption center, and Lunaris escaped the adoption center, and then The Fauna family found Lunaris. Oh yeah, I forgot my own lore too. Shit. Yeah, because Luna just escaped and she just like basically swam the sewers and just like ended up at the beach and stuff, and then like and the orphanage like found her multiple times and she always managed to escape. Eventually like one day she bonded with the Fauna family and all. And she really connected to them and she's just like, and then they were like sort of looking for another kid and then she just like really decides that she wants to live with that family and she's like, yeah, okay, cool. And she gets adopted, she gets a free sister too. Oh yeah, I love drawing Kelsey. Oh yeah, I'm definitely saving this onto my gallery. I'm just gonna toss it on Discord later. I have time to do though just one more thing. Oh, Florence! Oh! I agree honestly. Personally, if I have to look at your OCs folder that of the everyone that's developed, I'd say Puppy is the one that's hardest for me to draw, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I struggled with Puppy's hair when I did the series of 10 icons for every single character that you have developed. I think I should probably draw a variant someday, except I think you're gonna like put him on a different reference, so I was like, so I just didn't really touch on the territory yet. But yeah, I have a goal to eventually draw all of your OCs. Fun fact. I mean, I sort of already kind of did that. Like, every time I have a new OC, I was like, alright, gotta draw them. But yeah, I have to draw a feline too. When I feel like it. I don't know. I feel like the face patterns are the only thing that's stopping me from getting convinced of wanting to draw. That's silly. I should probably check my phone if my dad says anything. Okay. Oh, thank God he doesn't say anything yet. I know, I'm drawing Puppy right now. You can probably tell that I'm struggling with the hair. When honestly, I feel like I don't know why, but I just love drawing Pierre's hair. And that's why I always find like a random reason just to draw her. I don't know why. Honestly, I feel like I can stream until the time when my dad texts me and tells me to get down. I don't even know how to draw Puppy's hair. She has like the Korean hairstyle, which I don't know how to draw. She has like the Dawn hairstyle, basically. Wait, Puppy and Dawn honestly seem like they'll get along. Haha, astral clarity stuff. Yeah, Puppy and Dawn just give me really similar vibes. The things that I don't think I drew her like side tails long enough, so like fuck. Someday if I feel bored and like want to like draw some puppy, I might like honestly just design an outfit for her for fun. Except I'm lazy to like draw Puppy from scratch, so like yeah, but I feel like Puppy seems like the kind of character I'd be really interested in drawing an outfit for. Considering like what I did that one time, I just like casually made a new Puppy outfit. Like yeah, yeah, and just like vibe of it. I don't know what kind of clothes to draw on her now. Yeah, we're just gonna like. Unfortunately, I don't like drawing character of just the head, and I prefer drawing like a bust shot. So I might just give her that iconic sweater that I always draw of like every single fucking Transform character that I draw. Except I don't know which way she swings, but it doesn't really matter anyways. Cause like yeah, just gonna like do that thing. Just gonna like draw from memory from the outfit I did at the time. I forgot how I did it. Um, I think the color was like a heart or something, and like basically this Amy outfit thing. Yeah, like sorta. Oh god, I drew it all in the same layer. Fuck, I don't care anymore. Just gonna like yeah, this happens to me like a really often amount of times, and it does definitely just piss me off when I draw on the wrong layer. But practically, I couldn't really care. I just yeah. I really enjoy drawing OCs for some odd reason. I draw them more than I draw my own. They're just more cool. Or at least I don't know. The fact that they're so mysterious and don't really have a lot of lore makes them more mysterious, interesting. Like yeah, I don't know why, but I don't think I think I don't draw mine because I know they have lore and I'm lazy to draw like proper lore related art of them. And when it's not related to lore, I don't develop their personalities enough to draw something of them. But when I draw something for someone else, I just like I get to predict how the character is like, and I just like yeah, yeah, I like that. I like to do predictions and stuff for fun. How the fuck does one draw puppy's hair? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this is close enough. Probably really shitty, but yeah. Oh yeah, I love the small wings. And speaking of small wings, do you know that when I initially designed Rainbow 2.0, actually not initially, I had the intention of making the wings actually be considered as small. Smaller than average. Like, not as small as puppies, but small enough, basically. I actually gave the intention of small wings, because I think it would be silly. Besides that, there's nothing else that really went behind my thought process of designing Rainbow 2.0. I don't I don't remember designing anything interesting about designing that's silly. Sometimes I like to drop design facts about my designs to people who own them. Like, yeah, like you can have that as a trait. But except I don't have any crumbs right now. Gonna make um a little cute seat. Yeah, I don't know how to draw puppy's hair. Why the fuck does it not look right? Oh my god, it looks like a random intrusion from somewhere. Hey, you should check my phone again. I didn't receive a message yet. Okay, cool. It's only 6:19. I should probably end in 1 minute, but you know that I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna end it in 5 or 10 instead. At least not until I get my puppy doodle finished. Chat, should I convince like some of my friends to like make more OCs so I can or just generally have OCs or furry OCs so I can have links with them? Should I convince chat? If yes, I'll totally bother my friends tonight and just send in a silly little text like, hey, you have more furry OCs right now and have a crossover universe with me like how two of my friends already do. Kind of stuff. Oh yeah, and Cherry's connected to one of Oswald's OCs. He's the older sibling of Eli, who belongs to Oswald. I saw that they're both red. I was like, oh my god, Oswald, we have to make them link to each other. Also, unfortunately, this makes it hard for me to like traumatize Cherry, cause I wouldn't be able to like come up with more without Oswald. But I think I'm just gonna traumatize Cherry in different ways. She definitely has like trauma, but I'm gonna make it school trauma instead of like family trauma, which is fine. And oh yeah, and I remember this lore crumb from Oswald is that Eli is only 17, but he occasionally sneaks into the scene grounds bar, and Cherry would probably just tell him off. Oh yeah, and I think that Sife's kryptonic partner Sarian will probably also sneak into the bar. She definitely does. But definitely not without Sif knowing, because she knows that Sif will actually get mad at her and get upset. So, yeah, sort of, she's like sort of not really good to Sif in a way. They're a bit complicated. Because she's like a bit too immature for him. Fuck, I think I did the eyes horribly in this. I think I did the eyes too high, so I have to move every shit up now. Oh yay, puppy doodle. She's cute. Why didn't I actually draw her more? This is like diabolical. Currently, I don't know why, but I'm thinking, I'm now having the thought of what is the next CBC I'm gonna be getting? Cause like I feel like maybe in about like weeks to months later, I might just want to do another design trait with one of my friends. Like a character-based character trait. Or just like wait until someone hits me with a line. Hits my line with like a character-based character trait they want to do and stuff. I don't know who the fuck would I want a character-based character of, but practically speaking, I do have to admit this one fact that I think that Garnet's color palette is pretty cool, and even though I might not want to have a character-based character of her, but I think it would be pretty rad to have a character that's color picked off her in general. Truth spoken, yay. Yay, puppy art. And boom, saved it. Wait, yeah, I have to toss these in the scraps folder. And it's probably time for me to end this fucking stream, so yeah. Still pretty proud of this thing I did yesterday. I am never going to be doing another full body interaction piece until art fight. You guys can bet on me that I wouldn't be doing another fucking piece like that. The next full body interaction that I might be doing might probably just be of Rosslyn and Leo for an art fight attack, but I'm not sure yet. I have to check my motivation level and warm up. Ow, my ass, it hurts! I sat on the chair for too long. Ow. Why am I screaming like that? Oh, okay. My dad hasn't texted me yet. Well, chat, do you think I should do just one more tiny doodle? Yes. Demons say so. Why not do another tiny doodle? What should I do one of this time? I'm gonna do like... Actually, no, I think I'm gonna do like a 300. It's a really small canvas. I'm gonna do like a really, really extremely tiny doodle. When I say tiny, I meant literally. Thinking of something tiny to doodle right now. Honestly, I think I might just take Doodle Jasper for V, because he would shut the hell up. Just kidding, I sound like I want to kill him, but yeah, I probably do, but yay. I really miss doing art trades. I honestly am hoping to see if I can hit anyone's line up for an art trade this week before I go on my holiday where I won't be able to draw again. Because I'm gonna miss drawing for the 11 days. I'll probably be like poorly doodling pure every day on my phone. I can see myself doing that. I can see future me doing that, but yeah. Honestly, this sort of a banger. If I were to make it like 200, I might just like, execute it into an icon. I'm contemplating if I should do like matching icons for V, Jasper, and Meryl for R5, but I'm like not too sure about that. Yay. I have to wait until my dad texts me. He's not texting me. The demons. And I just completely forgot what I just said earlier. What did I say about demons again? I think V's a demon, yeah. I forgot. Oh my god, I can't remember everything that I say. It's really acid. It's only been like a few seconds and I already forgot everything I said earlier. Dude, is this I don't know, man. I don't know whether this system will ever be fixed or not, but if I had the option, I would wish I had better memory. Like I can literally forget what I did the previous day. I completely forget it. If it's a horrible day for me. Yeah. Except I don't know who to dab up for an art trait because it's really awkward and stuff and I'm afraid of rejection, so I don't want to like go sliding into someone's DMs and being like, hey, wanna do like a quick art trait before I hop on my holiday? And then just getting a no even for a valid reason. But like honestly, it's an understandable reason, but sometimes I am allowed to go out in the inside because I'm pathetic, but I obviously respect decisions and reasons. It's just that my heart is pathetic. And also, I don't know who to dab up for an art trait because I feel like all the possibilities that I'm gonna be thinking of getting an art trait from probably won't want to do an art trait for various reasons right now. Either one, art fight prep, two, art motivation gone, three, mental health issues. So I don't know, man. But I did have three options in mind when I was thinking. Mostly just like the two of them being people that I trade with the most. Another one just rarely trading with, but cause banger art. And also I don't trade with strangers, so that's one thing. So I can only really go to my friends because I feel like awkward to trade with strangers, and also if I do it horribly, I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at. But if I do it with my friends and I do the OCs horribly, they're gonna be like, aw, we still love you. And I think to wrap up the stream, I might just drop a little bit of info slash fun facts about my art fight plans slash desires this year. It's like a sort of like an insider thing. I should probably just do that right before the stream ends. Okay, it's already gonna be 30, so I have to be quick. Yeah. Got the doodle done. Okay. Ow, 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 my thigh hurts. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so I have to probably end the stream really soon. But okay, hold up. I'm gonna like go through with my stupid fucking wish list on ships that I want to see the most of. Ow, I just hit my headset. For or just like kind of interaction art that I am manifesting to receive the most of. And I'm gonna be doing this according to rank. Like ships, platonic or romantic or friendships, any kind of ship. Okay, first one would be common and pure or any kind of interaction of my OCs with either Pure or Kelsey would probably be top priority. I'd say probably Comet and Pure. Who else again? I do not know. Or just any of Comet's Polycule with Pure. Or just Comet's Polycule goes on second place. I want to see Comet's Polycule drawn, four of them together. Manifesting for that energy. Third on the list would be third on the list would probably be V's Polycule. Fourth on the list would be Saif and Kimiko. Fifth on the list will be Tazi and Rikori. And that's about it. Those are my top 5 that I want to see for Art Fight this year. My manifestations. I should wash the crystals so I would manifest the stuff to come in. But yeah, those are just top 5 things. Especially some Kimiko, they are like really top priority. I should probably like rank my things again. I'm praying to get like more Samiko art this year. And I could probably also make a list of artists that I yearn to get an attack from this year, but probably not publicly. I'll probably write that in private. Most of it is just friends, but there are like a few artists that I really look up to. I think I want to probably see Camel co-founders from like my favorites again. I'm probably gonna attack the person who did my favorite Camel co attack them again this year. And hopefully get something chemical related again this year in a way. But yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god, I have to end the stream soon. I'm sorry. They just came in. But yeah, I'm just mostly talking about like my OCs and my art fight plans. So it might get confusing for people who aren't already familiarized with my OCs in a way. I don't know why the commands aren't working, but yeah. Not sure, but I do have to end the stream here, so goodbye chat. I'll be hopefully streaming again tomorrow because I really have to go out really soon. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending this officially here, so bye chat.